Last year we were honoring you as a MEAC Player of the Year, and this year you're here as one of the Campbell Trophy finalists. How does that make you feel?
Phenomenal, just blessed, honestly. Just to have it be able to come last year as far as being honored for Offensive Player of the MEAC, and then to just see the gala and how things were done, being able to go to the Raider Stadium with those other student athletes who was here for the Campbell Trophy Award, and then just fast forward the whole year to see myself in the same position. It just sometimes feels surreal. I still have to wait myself to reality sometimes.
Look in the books and you see some of the guys that have been finalists for the Campbell Trophy and winners of the Campbell Trophy. Does that excite you, knowing that you're part of that fraternity now?
Most definitely, especially just being the first from my institution and most likely the first from my conference. And then, like you said, the guys that had it before, as far as I believe Payne Manning, Tim Tebow, like there were some notable names in the college and NFL world. And then just knowing I can associate my name alongside of those guys, it's just like that's something it's like a 1 in a million chance. So it's like I'm forever grateful for it.
How would you define, in your own words, what it means to be a scholar athlete?
Probably I say the standard, and I say that because you can use that in a pretty general sense. Without school or like grades or having over a 3.0 or whatever, you won't be able to play sports. And that's just something that's been pounded in my head since I was a toddler. Growing up, my family always told me the most important thing is school. And then just getting into sports at a young age, I kind of realized that once I was coming to youth practices and the coach was asking for our report cards. And then, of course, your mom and stuff gonna ask for report cards too. Then, like, towards middle school, that's when it kind of just started to hit me as far as, like, how serious it is as far as, like, having to take honors classes, having to take high school level classes in middle school or college level classes in high school. So it's just like, without academics, athletic is nothing. Like, you can't get nowhere without academics.
Tell me why playing at North Carolina Central, and particularly at an HBCU, is so meaningful.
To me personally, I feel like it's meaningful because where I'm from. Of course, I went to North Carolina Central, but I came all the way down from South Florida, which is like 9 to 10 hours away. And then just as a college kid, 18, 17 years old, fresh out of high school, to come to a college and play football that far away from home, it's like, it's kind of nothing you would expect and someone would be okay with. But just like coming up there for my visit and just being there the last 5 years, I can honestly say it was one of the best decisions I made in my life. Met a lot of family there, not just friends, a lot of family. Whether that's within the team or support staff, I met a lot of people that had my best interests at heart. And that's something you can't really get from any and every college.
Tell me about the culture that Coach Oliver and the assistants have created at NCCU.
Coach, you can define that in words: be great. B for belief, G for grit, relentless, effort, attitude, and tenacious. And coming up since my freshman year, that's one thing he always said as far as when I was getting recruited. Then once I got there, he was saying he was going to rebuild the program. We was going to be a championship level team. He didn't give a timeline to it, but he was saying it was going to happen. So if you wanted to play for championship, you would want to come there. And then just seeing like how the program was in 2019, from us having to lose the season to entering the COVID, to coming back in 21, having above 500 season, and 22 being a Celebration Bowl champs. Then this past season, being the first team in school history to have the FCS playoffs. And then so that just speaks a lot as far as like what Coach Oliver was able to come and do at North Carolina Central. And really such a short time. It's been like 4 to 5 years. And that's not like something you see every day in the college world.
Who inspires you?
I would like to say myself, because I like to be like a self-motivated, but honestly my family, knowing like what's back at home and who's looking up to me. Got a younger brother, younger sister, younger cousin, older cousin. We had heart-to-heart conversations. Even with my older cousin, and my older brother, we had heart-to-heart conversations. They just told me like, yeah, even though like you may be younger than me, but I look up to you, and like you setting standard for the family and stuff like that. So just having that in the back forth of my mind, just like that what continues to push me.
When football is all said and done, how's Davius Richard going to use that business administration degree?
Davius Richard got a whole lot of avenues to go. It's really just I really want to get into coaching though. football does its parts, keep me in the league for a long time. I really have to worry about financial wise. I can probably just like set aside, create some businesses as far as like barbering or trucking and stuff, and just get into coaching. I think that's probably what at the end of the day I would love to be doing is coaching, so I can have that same impact that coaches had on me when I was a kid, and put that love of the game and the life values that the game teaches you at a young age.